Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we are doing a little bit of a fun team build here. Hopefully you don't hear the fan that's on right now. It's just like it's a little hot in my room, so I have that on right now. But yeah, so we built the 2026 Mets and in MLB Show 25. Don't know for sure when this video will go out. It'll probably go up anywhere in the next couple days after I record this. Probably on January 30th, so that's Friday. Or might be go up sometime in the next couple weeks. Again, don't know at all. I was gonna film the final Captain Blizzard program debut those guys, but like I tried to film that before this, but it was just like I wasn't having fun with it. So I wanted to try something else, and not make that video. You know, I'm just trying to fill a little bit of time on the channel until the new game comes out. So it gives me something to do. Yeah, so I already, like the last video would be the Aaron Judge cover athlete announcement. His second time on the cover, first time since 2018, I think I said in the video. Yeah, that wasn't that good of a thing. Yeah, so this time though, the New York Mets have made some great additions, but they've also lost good additions as well. They lost Edwin Diaz, Pete Alonso, I think that's it, I guess. I mean, I guess the big names. Yeah, I guess. Just two examples. They lost in free agency. Diaz went to the Dodgers, and Alonso went to, who was it? Baltimore. Yeah, he went to Baltimore. So yeah, yes, Pete Alonso to Baltimore, Edwin Diaz to the Dodgers. Everyone just going to the Dodgers. And all that, so whatever. Yeah, and I think I don't know actually, because yeah, I don't think I have the card. I don't know. But yeah, anyways. Sorry, the intro is a little too long. So yeah, Mets, of course, last year got Soto, already had Lindor, and then and all the guys like their Vientos might be playing left this year. They picked up Marcus Semien, trade with the Rangers. They picked up Jorge Polanco, wasn't it free agency? Or is that another trade that I'm misremembering? I think it's free agent, but they're gonna probably make him their first baseman. Yeah, it was free agency, so replace Alonso. They signed Bo Bichette to a deal, and then they traded for Luis Robert Jr. From the Chicago White Sox, and then they traded for Freddie Peralta of the Brewers. So as you can see there. And then of course they picked up Devin Williams and Luke Weaver as well, so they've made a lot of moves, and then this might be their projected rest of their lineup there, in that rotation, that I could find on the internet. But yeah, so that's the team that they're gonna have next year, in a couple, season starting in a couple months, and yeah, so I have the lineup: Lindor, Soto, Bichette, Polanco, Semien, Robert, Beatty, Alvarez, and Vientos. I guess it's just so right-handed heavy that I don't know what to do with it. Yeah, I mean, it looked kind of strange. I mean, they could, I don't know. I don't know what they're gonna do with Vientos. Yeah, besides I guess moving to left, but yeah. And let's cut into the gameplay. So we are playing at home in New York at the Mets field, wearing the Mets uniforms. Again, well, how next year, 2026's New York Mets might look, or should and might look like next year. So a lot of guys playing new positions. They did, I guess, okay after losing Alonso. Polanco was good last year, and we'll see what they do again, or like towards the end, or like with Vientos. See how they do with him, or what they do with him. I don't know if they'll trade him or actually have him figure out how to play the outfield, or first base if they move on from Polanco, or move Polanco somewhere else. I have no idea. Or put Bird Beatty on the bench, or all that type of stuff. Yeah, so they got rid of, Jeff McNeil, who was having issues. Lindor, Alonso left free agency. Diaz left free agency. I said a couple of those already, but Lindor's still there for a while. They have Juan Soto for a very long time, I think 14 more years, counting next year. His first of his 15-year deal was last year, making a ton of money, $760 million for the next 15 years. I think it's 765, I think, or right, 760, 765, somewhere like that for the next 15 years. I don't remember if there are deferrals or not. I don't remember there being any deferrals. But yeah, again, the Mets next year will be looking interesting. They have Bo Bichette gonna also learn a new position. He played a little bit of it in that at second in the playoffs for the Blue Jays last year, and played great, especially coming back from an injury and somewhat playing through it a little bit. I guess he wasn't fully healthy, but he played for the team, and they ended up almost winning the World Series. It just wasn't their year because the juggernaut Dodgers, who spend the most money, are super smart with their deferral stuff and all that, and just super good, especially when you're getting guys from free agency, even though your owner is not even the number one richest owner, that is the Mets, which is he's made some interesting moves in the past, but others he tries at least, but they can do so much more, in my opinion. But yeah, they just always end up having a little bit of troubles with the locker room and all that type of stuff. It's kind of feels like the Lakers. I think that's the only really other team in sports that have some mini locker room issues or whatever. Lindor, the basic. Of course, the Warriors have had a couple in the past, but they always end up getting shaped out later on. Juan Soto with a 2-run homer. It is 2-0 us with the Mets team build, and Bo Bichette now for his first at bat in a New York Mets uniform in game. Not in real life yet. That'll be 3-ish months. Well, of course he'll have spring training, and then during the season, see what he does. Hopefully he's fully healthy for them this year, because he did play a little bit of injury last year with the Blue Jays. played through it a little bit in the playoffs, or came back and played great in the playoffs. So hopefully he can do that in the regular season, and we'll see if the Mets make the playoffs this year. I mean, they barely missed it last year by, I think, the tiebreaker. I think it might have been something like that. But yeah, it was super. They barely missed the playoffs. And yeah, we'll see about this year. They've made some interesting but also good additions. Lost a few guys that are important for them the last couple years, but or last whatever half decade or half decade plus. But I mean, I think they made some decent pivots. Is the word. Yeah, I mean, just let me know, especially like if I have any Mets fans watching. Let me know what you think about what the type of moves they've made with signing guys, trading for guys, just all the additions / subtractions for the team, all that type of stuff. They've been they've been in talks with big names in free agency, and then they usually end up going elsewhere. Same thing with like the Yankees and other teams like that. It's just Dodgers seem like the juggernaut that the Dodgers are. Just seem to be getting everyone, and it's, to me, it's just kind of like, I don't like it because I am a Dodgers hater. I'm a Giants fan, as you can see by the wall and then the shirt I'm wearing. There you go, if you can see that. And so yeah, I'm a Giants fan from birth. I'm never gonna change. Like, we've had tough years the last few years. I haven't made the playoffs since 2021, but we've made some great moves this offseason, and hopefully it can, and have a new coach, Tony Vitello, come in. I get it, he never played pro. He wasn't a pro himself. Like, he played in college and only coached college, so it'd be a completely new game for him. But a lot of guys like that I've heard players that I've heard talk about Vitello, they really like him, and even my family likes the move. Talking to them about it, just interesting move, especially hearing guys like Matt Chapman and Willie Adames embrace Vitello there, which is two of our best players. And then of course we have Devers from the trade deadline last year that we'll have for a very long time, if we keep him for the remainder of his long-term contract that he signed with the Red Sox that we now have. So, and then like we've done some pretty decent moves this offseason. Of course, like there's talks like getting back Tyler Rogers, but because we traded him at the trade deadline last year because he was a bright spot and on a bad team, and he just didn't want to come back, I guess, to San Francisco, or didn't work out in the talks with him, if there were any talks. So he went to Toronto after playing great for the Mets second half of last year. I think it was a 3-year deal with him, and then his brother, another former Giant, twin brother, went to the Twins. I don't remember his deal. But yeah, just a bunch of interesting moves going around baseball right now. So we're loading into our second game of the video. The last guy quit, as you've seen. So hopping into another game. Hopefully, we played basically 2 innings in that one, so we'll see how it goes in this one. We won that one 2-0 on a rage quit. So let's go. Let's see what we do here. So we start the game with a ground out with Lindor. It's a bad start, terrible start. Especially on the first pitch of the game. He's pitching Christopher Sanchez. He's with the Phillies. So, division rival of the Mets. And had to fly out with Soto on a pretty decently hit ball. PCI was like a little bit lower than it, but it was good timing. And there's a lot of hits that should be foul balls and somehow are fair, and there's a foul. I don't understand that at all. This game is weird sometimes. That's all I can say about that, I guess. Or all I want to say about that, just being a little weird. Okay, Bo Bichette looking like a natural there. Maybe or hopefully he'll play like that for the Mets in real life, with that type of defense. I mean, he is a shortstop, mainly a shortstop, his main position, but they have Lindor already there, as you can see, with his diamond defense, gold glove caliber glove, or even platinum, if you can say that, if you want to say that, I should say. Saying they're not gonna move Lindor away from short. So we have Bo Bichette at second. And how could you not throw out Vlad, your former teammate at this point? Like, make that play. There's no way Vlad Jr. should beat that out, ever. Like, he does not have that much speed. He does not have 75 speed game. Or San Diego Studios who make the game. The guy is the playoff card, all that type of stuff, but he's not that fast. Alright. Like, stop allowing him to beat him. Vlad Jr. should not beat that out. And now, Jorge Polanco. It looks like I got the PCI decently, but it was below it. And now Marcus Semien. It hits it, good timing, decent PCI, basically on it. And it's an out. What a surprise. Warning track. Just how this game works this year. For me. Just not rewarded for anything. Even with a rare chance of me getting good timing. And then that goes super far, and guess what? It's foul. I get it, it's early, but come on. Another foul ball. And it's probably gonna be a pitch outside the zone, maybe. Or a pitch that I just whiff on. Okay, see? Okay, saw a pitch finally. So hopefully that's the start of something else. And then that pitch looked like a strike, and then it dropped at the last second. Alright, Bo Bichette, again, looking like a natural as well as Polanco. Out of position at first. And then here, Rafi Devers, that I was talking about. A little bit ago. From my Giants. A pitch that should not end up where it was, and it's a home run. It's just that is the thing about this game this year that I have a problem with. And these type of players, like, stop watching the animation so much. Like, we know what's happening. It's been an animation all year. Please stop watching the whole thing and let's just carry on the game. Make it speed up a little bit more. And then he gets a base hit with Ketel Marte, and he's stealing, and he should be out. I think I got him. Yeah, just now Gary, so yeah, back with his Yankee days when he was good, and everywhere else. I mean, Padres, I think he's pretty decent, but everywhere else kind of rough where he's been. So, and there's this card I believe is based on his Yankee days. Yeah, it says you get it if you spend some money on the game, or you have a bunch of stubs. You can buy these spotlight players from, I don't remember, I mean it says I think it's August, but you can, I think, yeah, last month of the year for the season. Yeah, he's on the board with 2 runs there, but he would have scored a 3rd run if I didn't get the throw in time to get him at 3rd, but we got him. And then Brett Beatty unlucky, late timing, I get it, but like at the shortstop, Ellie, I think it is, one of this year's 3 cover athletes. Yeah, and I don't know if I said it in the last video. I think I did, because, I mean, of course, the Aaron Judge's debut. But, again, let me know what you think about Aaron Judge being the cover athlete again. How do you like it? Do you not like it? Like, I mean, they did say it was going to be a former cover athlete on the cover this year. Before it was announced, of course, like a day before or 2 days before, however, whatever it was. We found that out today. Or the day I'm recording this video on the 27th, that it is Aaron Judge. He was first time since 2018, MLB The Show 18. He was the cover athlete then, going into his 2nd year after his amazing rookie season, with 52 home runs, and that was it's the AL rookie record, home run record, and then he does have the American League home run record. However many years later, that was I think 5 years later, I believe, after a couple injury riddled seasons and all that. And then got that huge contract to become the captain of the Yankees, first one since Derek Jeter, which is a huge accomplishment for Judge. And then, of course, he's going to be the captain of Team USA this year in the 2026 WBC for Team USA. And Team USA is looking really good, but other countries, of course, are also looking good. Like the Dominican looks good every year, especially with guys like Soto might join. Other guys like that, like Ellie can join, Ketel can join, Vlad can join, a bunch of guys. So we'll see. Jose Ramirez, I think, is Dominican, so he can join if he wants to. Team Japan, Juggernaut, Shohei, Yamamoto, Rookie Sasaki, they have the Murakami that signed to the White Sox this offseason, which you'll maybe see a debut of next year, or well, this year, but in MLB Show 26, because hasn't been in the game since 2023, the last time the WPC is, and then he's just now joining MLB, because he was in the Japanese league for all these years until he was eligible this offseason to be signed by an American team here in the major league, a major league team here in the U.S. So I mean, I think he I mean, he was a great power bat pickup for the White Sox, especially when they've had a few rough seasons. Trading all their good players and getting all these new young players that could be something in the future, and like their draft picks and all that, like prospects that they got, or they have, or had already, before the trades and all that. But I mean, they could be good, but I mean, there's a lot of really good teams in the baseball that are better than them. I mean, they, at the highest they can go, I would think wild card team at the highest, but I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs. Again, I mean, White Sox surprised me, but I doubt you'll make the playoffs, especially when you're in the same division as the Guardians, who are usually decent or good. Wouldn't say great, ever. The last time they were great, that was 2016 when they were the runner-up in the World Series to the Cubs, and it's also now the longest non-winning or non-World Series. They haven't won a World Series. The longest World Series winner drought in baseball, that was the Cubs, and then they beat the Guardians. Now it's Guardians, which is, I think, 80 something years. I know it's in the 80s right now, but I don't remember the exact number. Yeah, I mean, my favorite team hasn't won the World Series since 2014, which is 12 years now. This year, it's crazy how long ago that is already. Because I was the last time they won, I was 8. I was 8 years old the last time they won the World Series, and now I'm a month or less than a month, like 2 to 3 weeks away from turning 20. So long time ago. Kind of crazy. That was that long ago. Come on, man. Quit hitting everything out. Like every hit and minor outs. And stop making me wait. Like, it's driving me insane how much he makes me wait. Let's put Senga in, just to see, just to try him out. Peralta didn't have a great game. It's not going great. Again, please just MLB The Show, the creators, San Diego Studios, please allow the hitting for me to be better next year. It's just like, to me, I can't hit anything, even in unranked like I'm playing now. Even in unranked, I can't hit for anything. And when I do, it's like I hit some and then I can't hit for the next however handfuls of games. I can't hit for anything. So please I would like you to boost the hitting again. Like, make it how it was before. This year felt a little different. Like, I was getting robbed on everything that in past games I wouldn't get robbed on as nearly as much. So it just, like, and stop putting me against like sweaty players as often as I do, even in these lower levels. It's just, I don't understand it, and it's always like replays, button mashers, like send you messages, like I'm okay with guys like commenting on my channel, or like direct messaging, DMing me or whatever it's called on PlayStation, like, sending me a message, PlayStation, like, GG, great game, all the time, like the nice stuff. But I don't like the guys that just want to be all weird and like just like, ha 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 ha, I beat you in MLB show, blah blah blah, like just, or the toxic players, as that's what I'm trying to say. I don't like those type of players. Like, just be good people and stop being little weirdos or annoying little kids on the internet. I'm saying not every little kid is annoying, but a lot that I've played this year, or like the few times I did, I seemed like it's always something like that. Yeah, it's always like little kids, or like, or maybe not even weirdo kids. It's like grown men that just want to be little weirdos online and be rage baiters, or like just super annoying, like childish things. Like, stop trying to do the whole bullying thing. I mean, it's not cool at all. Just if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Just be nice to everyone. That's what I always try to do. Even if like they're rude to me, I try at least. And if nothing changes, then I just stay away from it, or try to stay away from those people. And like if they bother me enough, then like tell like a trusted adult about it, and like just like, it's not tattletelling, or it's not snitching or anything. It's like, it's something that can help you. Like, tell a person you trust about it. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Out number 1 in the 6th inning. And I've also had teachers in the past that have, when I told them, they've done nothing. So it's just like I thought teachers that were like I liked, and then kind of changed after that. Like, one teacher, I was like being bullied, or like being rude. A kid was being rude to me for years, and then I would tell people, like my family knew it. And then I told one teacher, like, he was actually my teacher, and then she's known me for years, even before she was my teacher, like, because like stepmom was also a teacher at the same school. Told her, and then she did nothing about it, because all the other, like the kid was already there for years before I even moved up there. So it's like they trusted him more than me, even though I was telling the truth. That he was being rude to me, but no one did anything. So, but whatever. I grew up, forgot about it. And yeah, I'm over it now. So, it helped me a lot. All that. I don't know why I even went off on talking like that about that, but yeah. Whatever. Moving on now. So, back to the game. So we're now down 7-0. Because my opponent just crushes everything, and I can't hit anything. And when I do, it's not scoring a run, seems like. And it's always something like that. Something that should be a foul ball just does not be a foul ball. It's always caught. It's annoying. I finally get a perfect, and it's an out. Like, quit going right at people when I do that. That is what I can't stand about this game. Because, there we go, finally, I'm on the board. Thank you, Jorge Blanco. Yeah, it's just like, you get raw. To me, this year, this is like my most unluckiest year playing MLB The Show. Like, I hit pretty decently, like better than this last year, that's for sure. Probably every other year, like I hit pretty good at, but this year it's rough. Like when I played, that's why I would always do. This is why this is even unranked. Like it's even worse than ranked. Like of course, like the last few programs, ranked programs I've completed, but like there was a long stretch of the games that I was terrible in, and I just had to try, and didn't work out, so I had to play a ton of more games than I even wanted to try to get it done, and which of course I actually finally ended up doing that, and that's probably like I feel like I'm probably never ever gonna turn into a World Series player. There's a top of the, top of, or at the top, like Mount Rushmore or whatever type of players in MLB The Show. Like I'm not going to be on that list at all, ever. I don't think. I mean, it'd be cool if I did. If I just turned into one of the best players, it's just. I doubt it. I doubt it. Like, I'm just not that good of a player. I just play for fun. That's all that matters. Like, if I find the game fun, I'm gonna keep playing it. Just hitting everything. Even, like, this game stresses me out a lot, and I still play it, because it's still my favorite game, to play. Loud, annoying sound effects in this game. I'm tired of them putting in the game and allowing these players to use them. All these things. You understand what I'm saying? And that's going to be a home run too, because this game rewards my opponent and does not reward me for anything. If they do, it's barely anything. And now he only needs one run. Or one run away from getting mercied. And it always ends up being that way. It seems like it's always in videos. Like I can never go like 2-0. Like very rarely. It's always like 1-1 if it's a 2-game video and all that. It's just don't know what it is. Like I get one rage quit, and then after that I get bullied by my opponent, I guess, in a way of him just punishing every throw, or punishing every pitch I throw, even if they're good ones, or they just capitalize on mistakes and all that. So it's just, I can't do anything about it, I guess. It's just the game rewarding my opponent more than rewarding me. So I kind of have to get used to that, I guess, when I do play ranked and online. That's why I played, like the long time viewers, that's why I would always play against a computer, because instead of ranked, like of course this year I've done that, played ranked more for my debuts, but like, or for every debut that I've played, or almost every, because I can't, it's like so hard it's so hard for me, like it's like 1 out of 10 games, or maybe the ratio is even more than that, like of games that I hit really good in, and then the rest I just am really bad, like give up a bunch of runs, more than I can give up, more than I can even get myself, so that's why I lose so many games, and it's always like these low levels and stuff like that. Like I'm always playing the toxic, terrible toxic little kids that get rewarded for everything, and I don't get rewarded for the same stuff that they're doing, like the early and late timing swings and all that type of stuff, whatever it is. Yeah, I just don't get rewarded as much as they do. It's like this game rewards sweaty and toxic players, for some reason, more than, like, I've seen like plenty of toxic players go against, or MLB YouTubers I watch, like, you know, the best of the best play against toxic players, and then they have these runs in with these weirdos online, and sometimes get outplayed, and other times they just get back at them, like having all these slugfest and all that, and somehow, you know, always like end up on top, or somehow lose in a terrible way, and all that. So we finally scored again, 2 in this inning, so it's 3-10 with the RBI double from the 2 RBI double from Juan Soto off Felix Bautista, and now Bo Bichette, who's over 3 in this game, hitting, and he hits a ball into the gap, and that might be a double of his own with 2 more RBIs. So it is 5-10. 5-10, him, and now Jorge Polanco up after crushing a home run. I believe his home run, in one of his previous at-bats, and then he pops up on this one. But hey, we cut the lead in half. We do have one more set of at-bats left, but hey, we'll see. Crazier thing has happened. I think this year I did have a pretty crazy comeback, I believe, if I'm remembering correctly. I mean, it has to be now like months ago at this point, but and I have ADHD, so yeah, of course I won't remember it. Something like that, but yeah, we'll see. Yep, so yeah, I'm just recording this, and then this will be a day that this will come out, a day I'm resting from getting my wisdom teeth out, getting back to normal after I'm done with all that. So yeah, that's why I'm just filming the last couple of videos, to just have them ready to go, where I don't have to worry about it for a couple days, especially when I'm not going to be able to. He picked that. Okay, Polanco, what a natural, out of position, and picked it. That was a bad throw, but hey, this game, that is something rewarding me, and of course, the game puts me back down into my grave, doing that, celebrating that. He just crushes everything in weird times, especially now when he doesn't need to. He's in there. Alright, so Jojo Williams, hopefully he's not that bad for you Mets fans next year in real life. Like, he was pretty bad last year. He was better towards the end, like in the playoffs he was good, but most of the time he wasn't good, because he still ended with a bad ERA. But yeah, and then you have another former Yankee and Luke Weaver, and now we're 1 run away from getting mercied, because this game sucks, and you reward that stupid SHIT, or actually bull SHIT type of hit. How is that a hit? That should be a ground ball, or even a line drive, or right to somebody. But yeah, okay, so we didn't get mercied. That's all that matters. Down to our final 3 outs here against Felix Bautista. And we get a base hit with Marcus Semien. Probably gonna take him out now. Okay, there we go. Brian Abreu, which he's also decent with. He has 30-something ERA. We kind of ruined Felix Bautista's ERA a little bit. Make it not as good if he did have a good ERA with him. I don't remember. I don't think I even read what he had with Felix Bautista. But hey, we'll see what happens with him next year with a change of scenery, which I think is good for him to get out of Chicago. Again, I think I said that earlier. Just kind of repeating myself. That's, I guess, how ADHD works. Sometimes you just forget what you talked about and repeat yourself, especially when I play 2 games this video. First one we or whatever, I don't yeah, see, like, I don't remember. I just moved on. And bases loaded with top of the order up down to our final out. Yeah, it's just interesting. Lindor should crush that, especially in like that gap or one of those weird where the shortstop just like teleports to the ball and catches it. But yeah, and then he pops it up. So that's a loss right there, 14-5. But hey, we didn't get mercied, and we had 11 hits. So kind of good, but like kind of good, but also bad. So yeah, that's how that went. I got a wheel spin, so I'll show this in the video. See what I get here. If I get anything lucky or anything. 88 plus live series. I'll open that offline. Actually, well, give you something, a treat, I guess, at the end of the video. See what I get. It's purple, cheap diamonds, whatever. Starting pitcher is Blake Smith. Yeah, well, $7 does. But yeah, yeah, I did. So I did go 1-0. 1-0 in this video. So I won the first game 2-0. Rage quit after the second inning. And that one, Soto homered, Bichette doubled, Bichette doubled, then Soto 2-run homer, and then a quit. And the last one, he just demolished me, just crushing everything I pitched to him. And then late in the game for me, in the 7th and 8th innings, I got a little bit better, but still just couldn't pitch good. But yeah, Vientos and Alvarez were good in that game. Simeon had a hit, Lindor had a hit, Soto had 2 more hits. Bichette and Polanco both had hits of themselves. Polanco homered, Soto and Bichette doubled again, all that type of stuff. So, and then in real life, Freddie Peralta is a dog. Kodai Senga, hopefully it bounced back for him. Nolan McLean, see what he does, I think his second year. And then see how Luke Weaver and Devin Williams and how the rest of this bullpen and starting rotation will work out. I don't know how Shamanaya, I don't remember how he did last year, but I know he was good the year before in 2024. I think he was good, that I remember, but he's just a little unlucky this year. And then we'll see how their lineup does with, their whole team with the subtraction play that they had, but they also have additions. See how Simeon does, Beatty, how he does in his his second year, I think, but his first big, like a lot of playing time. Bichette does, coming off like the injuries and like coming out new scenery with a new contract. See how Polanco does, because he was a little bit bad before he went to Seattle, and then he was good in Seattle last year, and all that. Lindor's Lindor, Soto's Soto. See about Vientos, and then we'll see about Luis Robert Jr. See if he can have a bounce back after a couple rough years. But hey, might be a change of scenery thing with him too, just out of the Chicago, away from that toxic place a little bit, and just like fresh start, get away from that, get on a playoff contender, possibly, especially with those type of great players around him, at their strengths, at the top of the game. But yeah, if you like that one, please like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.